Well, hi there and welcome to the ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for March 21st, 2011. As always, this is Jason Ayers of OptionsSource.net, reminding you to sign up for your free online workshop at www.optionssource.net. Let's take a look at a weekly chart of the U.S. dollar index. It's a great way to gain perspective as to how the dollar has been trading against a basket of currencies. As a reminder, most heavily weighted in the euro and the Japanese yen. While the dollar index continued lower, finishing the week out on the lows. Now, we were watching for a close above 77 to lend credibility to a reversal of this current downtrend. However, after failure to hold this level and a subsequent break below 76, the window is actually now open for a continuation down to test 75. Now, we still need to see a break above 77 to support a reversal in the current U.S. dollar downtrend. Let's take a quick look at a daily snapshot. Well, we can see here that a retracement up to 76 may indeed be a probability after such a significant close to the downside on Friday. However, failure to hold above that 76 level is likely to reverse and test 75 for support. Let's take a look at the CDD, the U.S. versus the Canadian dollar. Well, the CDD gained significant ground last week, but reversed back down to test support at 98.5. Now, a break back above 98.5 lends credibility to a retest of this past week's highs with the 99.5 within the 99.5 100 level. Take a look at the YUK, the U.S. versus the Japanese yen. Well, the YUK was forming a sideways triangle last week, suggesting indecisiveness with respect to the trend that is in force. Now, as we suggested, a break below 82 opened the window for a move lower. However, with the recent events in Japan, we did witness a very significant drop in the YUK, which extended all the way down to that 78, 79 focal zone before reversing. Now, that reversal came with some intervention which has brought the pair value back up to close the week above the 81, 81.5 focal zone. Now, we will look for this level to hold as support, and consolidation between 81 and 82 is anticipated this week. Next up, the EUI, the U.S. versus the euro. Well, the EUI continues to trend lower, closing the week down at that 70-71 box, as we expected from last week's outlook. Now, we may see a bounce here. However, until we see a break above that 72-73 focal zone, the trend remains down. Let's take a look at the BPX, the U.S. versus the British pound. Well, the BPX rejected at the 62.5 level resistance and closed the week with a test of support at 61.5, suggesting that the downtrend is still in place. We need to see a break above 62.5, 63 to lend credibility to a bigger picture reversal of the current downtrend. Next up, the U.S. versus the Australian dollar, as seen here in the ISE FX Options pair value AUX. Well, the AUX made a significant move higher last week, testing as high as 102 before reversing to close at the 100 support level. Now, as long as 100-101 holds as support, the window is open for a move that could test the highs of last week and possibly continue all the way up to the 104-105 focal zone. A close below 100 is likely to yield a retest of the 98-99 focal zone. Let's take a look at a few of our key points. First of all, the U.S. dollar continues to trend lower with a break below 76. The index is likely to test 75, although we may see a bounce after such a negative week. 76 becomes the new resistance. The CDD regained some significant ground last week, although closing off of the highs of the week. Support at 98, 98.5 lends credibility to a possible move towards 100. The Canadian dollar is highly influenced by the price of oil. Uncertainty in the Middle East could push oil higher, resulting in further weakness in the CDD. The YUK dropped significantly based on the recent events in Japan. However, as a result of intervention, we saw the pair retrace back towards the 82, 82.5 focal zone. There still is much uncertainty with this pair. However, 82, 82.5 assumes the role of resistance until we see a break above this level. The trend remains down. The EUI hit a low of 70 as expected. We may see a bounce this week. However, until we see a break above the 72, 73 resistance, the trend remains down. The BPX reversed as expected and is back testing support at 61.5, 62. Until we see a break above 62.5, the trend remains down. The AUX broke resistance at 100, hitting a high of 102 before reversing to test 100 as support. A break above 101 lends credibility to a push towards 104, 105. And this has been your ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for March 21st, 2011. As always, this is Jason Ayers of OptionsSource.net, reminding you to sign up for your free online workshop at www.optionssource.net. Thanks for joining me here this week. We'll see you here next week.